let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about timing, how to naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, of course tell some friends, give me that Ursafonzarelli thumbs up like so I say, hey, and of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video we're going to be talking about the timing, because you know what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective. Will help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis. Help you naturally raise the HGH and your testosterone. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about timing. And yes, man, this video was all inspired from me being at the gym, and of course, you know me, always doing my Wu Wei Flow, a Tao practice, path of least resistance. It's not necessarily doing things in a specific order, it's just going with the flow of the day, and it's something that really resonates with me, you know, beautifully, and it flows with me, and it's something that I intend on all you to be able to, you know, try, and it's something that will definitely increase your size, because one of the most important factors of growth, at least in my flow, is you got to have this clear. And if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. And I preach this a lot, but you guys got to go ahead and write that down and really understand that it's the mentality of keeping your mind clear that can accept that growth can appear. And yes, man, you're talking to me, man. I'm pretty lit. I'm coming from a whole night of growing and flowing and just coming straight from the gym and just doing a whole bunch of things. It's the night of the snake. We got a full snow moon coming. It's a beautiful thing. Got my wolf over there. And what we're talking about here today is the timing of everything that you're doing, because you know, you might be thinking that things need to be coming in a particular order. If I do this, then this should be coming. If I'm doing that, then I should be seeing this. And at the end of it all, it has nothing. The time is irrelevant. Is really what it all comes down to. And like, you know, this girl was like amazed because when I do planks or whatever, like part of my Groga practice. Like, you know me. If you guys checked it out, if you can really go through the archives, you know me, I'm putting content out daily. You can see how planks is part of my Groga practice, because it's not just about, you know, stretching and flexing is like the main thing, you know, of it. But when I put the Groga practice into action, I'm using like muscle manifestation techniques to help me along the way, and which can help you along the way. And if you need any more help and hands-on techniques, I'm here for you. I can show you the masturbation for manifestation, the jelking, the Kegels, the super edging, the super Kegels, the super jelking, all the techniques to help you manifest the best. I'm here for you. I'm here to show you more in-depth details. But when we're talking about essentially what I was going through today, you know, like planks or whatever, you know, like when you're holding yourself in that like special position or whatever, and you're really flexing everything out, you know, this girl, this spirit was amazed by what I was doing. And to me, like, I don't count how long I'm in a plank. It's like some people are like, I do a 30-second plank, I do a 1-minute plank. And to me, if you're putting a time on it, you're taking away the motion of what the plank, what the exercise, whatever you're doing is. That's just me. And some people are really good with time. Like I say, to each their own. There's a one-way, two-way, three-way, multiple different ways on the street to help you grow, to help you flow. And like I say, all truths are true. You just got to find the ones to make you. And when you're talking about, you know, like how I'm planking or whatever, and, you know, this girl's amazed because it's like, I'm into what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about the outside world when I'm inside here. And I'm keeping it clear, and I'm focusing on every individual muscle, and I'm saying positive mantras along the way. and I'm focusing, I'm flexing my abs, I'm flexing my pecs, I'm flexing my gulu, I'm flexing my calves. Every individual muscle is getting flexed, and my mantras are repeating over and over while I'm doing this. And you know what? I might as well go ahead and get a quick pump in right now, because I gotta show you the mind and muscle connection, show you that energy is real, and you can grab it at any given time. It doesn't matter the time of day, how long you've been going, how you doing. I'm doing beautiful. I'm here to show you that at any given time I can increase my size and show you the mind and muscle connection. I'm talking about Paramahansa Yogananda, the one that brought yoga to the West, helping people be their best. We're talking about putting your mind into the size. He's the one that says your mind is the wielder of muscle. And me, I believe that. That's something that I feel. That's something that I flow. And when I'm talking about the grow, I'm always going with positive mantras along the way. When I'm holding a plank, how you doing? See, when I'm going with my planks, and I'm going with anything that I'm doing, these are the things that I'm saying along the way, like I'm holding it out. You can go ahead and repeat this. I am magic, I am divine, and the universe is on my side. And then I am so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful muscles are growing bigger, harder, stronger, mortifying, abundantly. And then I am so happy and grateful, this is for the penis, that my huge, beautiful penis is growing bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder, abundantly. And then, of course, don't forget the one that makes you your best. If you guys scream and shout, we're talking about a winter advisory here in Detroit Rock City. That's right, the snow is going, the skin is glowing, the hair is flowing, the body's growing, and the spirit is knowing that I'm doing something right. So whenever you scream and get one last rip out, you go ahead and you scream and you shout, I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Getting lit 2020, getting huge is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful flow. It's a beautiful growth. You gotta love it. Going stone cold Steve Austin style. What? Hell yeah, give me a hell yeah. Give me some beers. What? Oh yeah, antifreeze. Go hitting you with a Hulk Hogan, out of the can into the man, from Suburban Commando to Mr. Nanny to Hogan Knows Best. I had to get you something, because honestly, one of the most beautiful things. Need this moment right now. Had a long day, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Time is irrelevant. That's the whole notion behind this inspiration for this experience. So I say salute. Look at that huge juicy pump, man. And of course, oh yeah, this is a beautiful experience. This is a beautiful moment right here, man. Just being able to, this bun, I don't know how many hours I had that thing in, but that is a beautiful thing. To just let it down, let it flow, let it grow. And oh man, I don't know how many people I'm turning on. You guys can get my Cash App. You know how I'm doing. You know what I mean, man. You could be playing Careless Whisper. Oh yeah, I got the chest hair flowing, full moon coming, full snow moon. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. Had a long day from, you know, like I said, essentially going the whole way flow. I don't do things in a particular order. I do things as they come. And today was a whole different type of motion. I was listening to my inner being today. I wasn't letting myself get in my own way. And that's something that you got to do sometimes. And you know what? When you're listening to your inner being, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of a million, whatever number you want to fraction this to be, the path of fun is the way to go. And like Moondog says, you know, Matthew McConaughey, man, fun, man. We're talking fun is the gun. All right. And I had to hit you with that. And you know, I got that video where I really was, you know, inspired from that. But I mean, that's the trigger of my whole motion, man, because fun is the gun. And when you listen to your inner being, that's essentially what it's going to tell you, because, you know, you could be doing the same thing that could be mundane every day, could seem systematic, robotic, whatever, hypnotic. And sometimes, yes, this is the most, you know, crucial part to your growth, to your flow, to help you manifest the best. But when we're talking about, you know, living life, you got to step outside your comfort zone every now and then and step into the unknown. And that is where growth occurs, man. We're talking about the 9. We're talking about having that huge piece of meat, swinging at the knees, throbbing to the pecs, making you your best. How you doing? Give it a kiss. You know what I mean? We're talking about being the giants that we are. We're talking about the heads in the clouds, and we're not worried about the little gremlins at your feet because we're huge. We're talking about being just a huge giant of love, not worried about, you know, obviously not stopping on your best friend's house, but we're talking about just being, you know, so in tune with love and just being who we are and not worrying about anything else, that nothing else is going to touch you. And essentially, that's what this is all about. And when we're talking about the whole timing situation today, and talking about, you know, muscle manifestation, naturally raising your testosterone, your human growth hormone, making your penis bigger, we're talking about you can't get you can't get wrapped on a number. You can't get wrapped on, okay, it's got to be done by this, I'm going to have it by then. You got to already accept that you have it now. And I keep saying that all the time, you know, because essentially there is only right now. So you got to write that down. There is only right now. I'm huge now. I am beautiful now. And you got to understand that everybody out there, for everybody, somebody's dick's getting hot and somebody's pussy's getting wet. So never let your insecurities ruin anybody's happiness. You are somebody that's beautiful. You are a piece of the divine. You are a piece of God. You are a piece of source. You're a piece of love. And when you're listening to what that is, I'm talking about that you essentially, that piece of meat down there, whenever you got that in your hands, you're holding a piece of God. And for whatever that's worth, you know, you can take it for however, but I mean, you know, a lot of people out there, they want to go down that road and discredit what you got, and I call those the triple D trolls, and you know how I go, and you know me, we're not talking about Janitors, diamonds, and drives, Guy Fieri. We're talking about don't doubt your dick. We're talking about don't make your stick your shtick. And you know, like I said, man, I was talking about this in the last video, don't make it, you know, if you're making people laugh, that's beautiful, you know, because like I say, the smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. But if you're selling yourself out to just make yourself, you know, be the, you know, the sad clown, look, you calling Apollo Creed a clown? You know me, I had to get you with one of those. But like I said, like if you're making yourself the sad clown, and like even Tony Soprano sit there to Dr. Malfi, like, you know, I don't know what it is. Like sometimes it's like I'm the sad clown, and it's like, what, everything have to do, like I don't want to swear too much in this video, like, why does everything have to do with me wanting to fuck my mother, and whatever he said, you know, whatever, regardless of that. But you know, that's pretty much what he was talking about to Dr. Malfi. Super lit series. If you ever want to get into something, man, The Sopranos is definitely one of my favorites. But like I said, you know me, I'm a movie buff, and whatever's making you smile is doing something right, man. It doesn't matter about, you know, all these holistic gurus telling you that you can't, you know, if you really want to get ahead of the day, you get rid of the social media, you read more books. That's what you need to do. You need to read. But you know what? I got something to tell you. You know, while you're thinking about that, think about this. If you're not somebody that's inclined to read, and it's something that makes, like, it takes you away from your, you know, playful being of what you are, then that's something you got to evaluate on. But like I said, if whatever you're doing is taking you away from being the playful being, that's where you got to evaluate as well. And that's why sometimes, you know what, maybe throwing a mix into the twist can make you be like, you know what, maybe I should read a book today. And the one that you should read is obviously, you know, the autobiography of a yogi, which Steve Jobs intends on us all to read, because he's the one that says, you know, the people that believe they're crazy enough to change the world are the ones that do. And for that, I say salute. I always get a free, you know, cheers for that, man. So I have to get something on. It's a beautiful thing, man. We're talking about coming from, you know, I got something in my beard. You know me, man. What we're talking about, it's crazy over here in Detroit, Rock City. Winter advisory, man. We got snow on the road. We got, it's the groundhog wasn't lying. You know what I mean? So regardless of that, the fact of the matter is, when we're talking about timing, we're talking about not getting in your way like usual. But we're talking about not, there's just, don't put any expectations on it. It's got to be done by a certain date. It's going to happen this way. You got to be open to all ways possible. And that's essentially how the grow happens. And like I said, I was talking about earlier about how I was doing my plank. And, this girl is like amazed that, she's like, were you holding your plank for that long? I can't believe you did that. And it's like, it could be a number of things of whatever. She was impressed, but regardless, whenever I do my planks or whatever, I'm not looking at a clock. I'm not counting 1 1,000, 2 1,000. All I'm doing is saying positive mantras. And some of the ones I shared with you earlier while I'm working out and growing. And the way that I'm doing that is I'm utilizing that into the grow when I'm doing it. And I feel like that energy is essentially the core belief, the core power of what's going to make you grow. And you can throw that into anything that you do. Arnold Schwarzenegger is one that says that, he always talks about having a rouse workout. It's like, yeah, when I'm getting the pump, it's like I'm coming, and like, yeah, he's like all excited about it. And essentially, that's the truth. I mean, you got to be excited about what you do, and the whole timing situation about what you're going to do and how you're going to manifest. You got to get out of your own way. Don't worry about how you're doing it. And like I say, time is irrelevant, so go ahead and write that down. Time is irrelevant. There is only right now. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful know that you got to understand. Because it don't matter what you're doing. All that matters is you know that you grow. And understand that we essentially are all, we're all somebody's kids. So you can write that down too. I'm somebody's kid. It feels good to say that. Even if you don't know your parents, man, don't forget it. You're still somebody's kid. It doesn't matter, man. And understand, what does a kid do? A kid grows, and now you know that you are a kid that grows, and you got to understand that every part of you is built from excitement. So be excited about being alive, because every single day, you know how I go, you know how I flow. Go ahead and take this breath with me. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful, because gratitude is the attitude. That's right. You knew I was going to get it in there sometime. That's the Wu Wei flow. That's how it comes to know, because you understand that when we're talking about having that gratitude attitude, we're talking about being in the receptive mode to really grow. And that's really what it comes down to, man. You got to appreciate that you're alive. If you got a breath in your lungs, you got a shot. Shot at what? You got a shot at life. And that's, I don't even know if Sly said that, but I like saying it in his voice. Yeah, absolutely. You got a shot at life, And I don't know, I me, I love Rocky Balboa, but like I said, one of my favorite things that he says, nothing's real unless you believe in yourself. So you got to believe in who you are, believe that you are magic, that you're divine. You got to understand that miracles happen all the time. The universe is on our side. Don't get lost and twisted and think that, this is awesome. You gotta entertain the idea that the universe is a friendly space that can help you out. And when you're going through life, why are we gonna scare people? People that do that, that's no good for nobody. Who are when we're talking about thoughts, I entertain that all thoughts are things. And whatever's coming to me, I feel like this is a receiver. This is like a radio station, and you can essentially tune this tuner to whatever station that you want to put it on. And if there's some negative stuff coming in here, you gotta go ahead. Whoa! Are these my thoughts or are these somebody else's? And it's all right to understand. Not all your thoughts are yours. You gotta be like, you know what? Why would I think that? And it's just like, you know, when you start putting yourself in that mode, you start getting yourself away, and you start making space for the way of beautiful things to come to you. Because you're like, that's not me. And then you're starting to clear up the space. You're starting to recalibrate about, you know what, that's not how I want to feel. Because whenever you're feeling happy, whenever you're feeling beautiful, that's when we're at our best life. Like I say, whenever you're smiling, whenever you're laughing, you're doing something right. That's why I say, if you ever got to go down, you know, the feed on your phone, look at some dry-bar comedies, some Netflix, whatever you got to do, as long as it's making you do this, it's doing something right. But if it's taking you out of the moment, out of the present, out of who you are, and making you, like, you know, does not function as a person, that's where you got to evaluate. And that's when you listen to these holistic gurus that are going to tell you why you got to buy a crystal and throw it under your pillow and get feng shui, and, you know, you shouldn't have you should only have high vibe friends and high vibe water, and you shouldn't, you know what I'm getting at. All I'm saying is that, you know, life is a beautiful gift. Every shot that you got, you know, if we can, like I said, if we can entertain that this is a matrix, if this is all a collective dream, then why does anything matter about, you know where I'm going with this, like, why does it matter about, you know, like, what you're eating, if you're a vegan, if you're a if you eat meat, and if this, that, and the other. You got all these people that are gonna tell you, like, well, if you're a vegetarian, you're gonna be more high vibe. And it's like, listen, man, whenever I go to sleep at night, this mind is dripping DMT, Joe Rogan, and I ain't got to snort for it, jab a vein for it. All I got to do is dream, and I'm dripping that DMT. I'm battling it out in the astral realm, and you can go ahead and eat as much kale and, you know, okra and whatever type of, you know, meals that you want to eat to be high vibe. And it doesn't matter, man. You are your own vibration. And if you're letting yourself understand that you're the one that's creating the vibration, and if you got to hack into the way of other people's perspective of, we need to eat, we can't have eggplant because sad guru says that if you have eggplant, that's no good. And then if you eat this, it's no good. And it's like, dude, take a moment for a second and be like, you know what? If this is all a dream, you gotta go ahead and go with the cipher. Like, we're talking about, you know, before I get out of here real quick, man, because I could ramble like a monkey in a tree. We're talking about, like, Cypher from The Matrix. We're talking about Ralph Cifaretto from The Sopranos. I can't believe I'm throwing this to you. We're talking about how he would be like, you know what? I can understand it. This, you know, if the steak isn't real, but it's telling me my mind that it's juicy, it's pleasant, it's making me feel something, and how he says ignorance is bliss. Regardless of all that, if we can accept that this is a dream or whatever, then what does it matter about being a vegetarian other than what you're telling yourself? So that's really what it comes down to. You are your own program. You are the one that's telling you why you shouldn't eat meat, why you should, regardless, man, I intend on you guys to have a beautiful day. Spread love in some kind of way. I intend on you guys to grow. I'm talking about being the giants that we are, spreading love and positivity. You guys are beautiful. I intend on you guys to feel love today, spread love today. You know me, I gotta share that matrix hack every single time. Doesn't matter what time, what place. You know how I go, you know how I grow, you know how I flow. It doesn't matter if you hear somebody on the other line of the phone, you see somebody in the, you know, in the line at the grocery store. Doesn't matter if you're at the DMV. You just intend on that person, that soul, to have a beautiful day, to feel love in some kind of way, and you go along your day. You just hacked the matrix. You just made the world a better place. So with that, I intend on you guys to spread some love today, feel some love today. February, any time of day is the month of love. It's just what you gotta do, man. Just feel that love. Here we elude and lie. The power of love is real. I intend on you guys to feel it. You guys are beautiful. I intend on us to grow. And, you know, I'll be here, man. Make sure you guys are checking me out on my social media. Check out my cat Sue, taking care of the neighborhood. My wolf and my bear are always there. A couple Pekingese. Who knows what kind of cameos this year? I feel some travel is coming. You guys are beautiful. I'll be seeing you along the way. I love you guys. I'll see you. Peace.